If you thought the British royal family's social media manager was just posting pictures of prize-winning corgis and fancy hats, think again. We are currently witnessing a masterclass in palace pivot. While the world has been obsessing over every pixel of the Princess of Wales's recovery, a very different kind of royal frequency is being tuned. Princess Anne, the woman who works harder than a London commuter during a tube strike, has just made headlines, and not just for her legendary stamina. We are talking about a contact with the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, that has prompted King Charles's office to hit the update button faster than you can say constitutional crisis. Is it a family olive branch, or a strategic repositioning of the firm's most reliable asset? Buckle up, because the Princess Royal doesn't do anything by accident. Quick favor, if you are finding this royal breakdown absolutely riveting, do hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell icon. It turns out over 92% of you lovely viewers haven't actually subscribed yet. It is entirely free, takes but a second of your time, and truly means the world to the team here at Royal Fusion TV. Thank you so much if you have already joined the family. Now, back to the intrigue. Now, let us get into the meat of the matter before the tea gets cold. On this very day, the 13th of April, the official royal family Instagram account, which is essentially the Buckingham Palace version of a breaking news ticker, dropped a series of images that practically glowed with intent. We saw Princess Anne, looking as sharp as a bespoke Savile Row suit, in her role as St. John's Ambulance Youth Commandant-in-Chief. She was beaming, she was engaged, and she was reminding everyone that while the monarchy might be slimmed down, she is carrying the weight of a bodybuilder. But it isn't just about the bandages and the youth volunteers, it is about the timing. This update comes directly on the heels of reported contact with her brother, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. In the world of the Windsors, contact is never just a phone call to ask where the TV remote is, it is a diplomatic maneuver. Think of the royal family as a high-stakes game of Jenga. Every time a piece like Prince Harry or Prince Andrew is removed, the whole structure gets a bit wobbly. Princess Anne is the solid mahogany base keeping the entire thing from crashing into the carpet. By elevating her presence right now, King Charles isn't just saying, "Look at my sister's hard work." He is subtly reinforcing the boundary between the working royals and those who have been, shall we say, archived in the royal filing cabinet. But why now? And why is the palace being so transparent about Anne's movements while the Andrew situation remains a delicate dance on eggshells? Let's peel back the curtain on the Andrew factor. The relationship between Anne and Andrew has always been an interesting study in contrasts. You have the Princess Royal, who treats her royal duties like a marathon she's winning, and the Duke of York, who is currently the royal equivalent of a 404-era page. Recent reports suggest that Anne has been the one maintaining a bridge of communication. Why? Because Anne is the ultimate pragmatist. She understands that while Andrew might be persona non grata in the court of public opinion, he is still a Mountbatten Windsor. However, the palace's decision to flood the feed with Anne's official duties immediately after these reports is a classic look over here, not over there tactic. It is brilliant, really. They are using Anne's impeccable reputation as a human shield to deflect from any awkward questions about Andrew's potential return to the fold, or lack thereof. It is like when you accidentally break a vase and immediately start vacuuming the entire house so your parents are too impressed by your productivity to notice the shards of glass under the sofa. The palace is vacuuming with Princess Anne's 500+ engagements a year. The update from the King's office isn't just a schedule, it's a statement of values. They are telling us that the future of the monarchy looks like an dutiful, silent on drama, and perpetually in uniform. So, does this mean the Andrew problem is finally being managed, or is Anne being positioned as the family's unofficial mediator? Let's look at the Commandant-in-Chief energy. When you look at those photos released today, Anne isn't just shaking hands, she is commanding the room. As the youth Commandant-in-Chief for St. John's Ambulance, she represents the future and the legacy of service. The irony, of course, is that while she is mentoring the youth, she is also the one holding the old guard together. The major update from the King's office serves to remind us that the firm is still operational, despite the health battles of the King and the Princess of Wales, and is the designated survivor of royal PR. There is a certain dry wit in the palace's strategy. They know we know. They know that we are dissecting every contact between the siblings. By releasing these photos of and looking joyous and purposeful, they are effectively saying, Andrew might be a conversation, but and is the reality. It is a sophisticated way of drowning out the noise of scandal with the steady rhythm of a marching band. She is the royal family's control key. Whenever things get chaotic, you hit and things return to their program state. But wait, there is a deeper layer to this Instagram diplomacy. Is Charles actually leaning on and to deliver the tough love that he, as king, cannot personally oversee? Being the king is a bit like being the CEO of a global corporation where your employees are also your siblings and your HR department is the British press. It is messy. Charles needs a fixer, and has been the family's chief operating officer for decades. This recent update suggests that Anne's contact with Andrew might have been less of a social visit and more of a performance review. If the King's office is highlighting her work so prominently, it's a badge of approval. It signals that she has the King's full confidence to handle the internal family friction. We must also consider the modern monarchy aesthetic. The photos are bright, high resolution, and designed for a generation that scrolls fast. They want us to see the vibrancy of the Princess Royal. They want us to feel that the monarchy is in safe, gloved hands. It's a bold move, considering the atmosphere of secrecy that usually surrounds royal communication. They are swapping the never complain, never explain mantra for always work, always post. As we look at the trajectory of the royal family this year, one thing is becoming crystal clear. The Princess Royal is no longer the spare or the shadow. She is the centerpiece. In conclusion, the update from King Charles's office regarding Princess Anne isn't just about a charity visit, it is a calculated display of stability. In the wake of the news regarding her contact with Andrew, the palace has chosen to double down on her image as the gold standard of royalty. She is the bridge between the past and the future, the mediator of family disputes, and the only person who can make a high-visibility vest look like a coronation robe. The message is loud and clear. The firm is open for business, and Princess Anne is the one holding the keys. Thank you so much for watching Royal Fusion TV. Good day.